पिछले लेक्चर में आपने टेस्ट ऑफ गुडनेस, फिटिंग ऑफ गुडनेस देखा था। जो सेकेंड टाइप का, जो दूसरे तरह का पढ़ना है आपको काई स्क्वायर टेस्ट, वो ये है काई स्क्वायर टेस्ट फॉर इंडिपेंडेंस ऑफ एट्रीब्यूट्स। मीन्स दो एट्रीब्यूट्स दिए गए होंगे, उनका इंडिपेंडेंसी दिखाना है, वेदर दे आर इंडिपेंडेंट और डिपेंडेंट। इफ दे आर independent, so null hypothesis accepted, and if they are dependent, so null hypothesis rejected. Now let us consider the two attributes A and B. A divided in R class and B divided in S class are A1, A2, A3, AR, B1, B2, B3, BS. The various cell frequency can be expressed in the following table. This table is known as R class S contingency table. R class S. This is A1 is the sum of O11, O12, O13, O1S, like this. This B1 is the sum of O11, O22, O31, OR. Now sum of all these row be A1, all these row be A2, all the sum of these column be B1, B2, B3 and so on. Now here, to test whether there is any relationship between A and B, it means that whether they are independent or dependent, we assume that two attributes are independent. This is the null hypothesis. So now first step is here, choose null hypothesis. Two attributes A and B are independent. Thus the expected number of person belonging to ijth cell is this. So such type of question is given. There are two variables, or you can say that two attributes will be given. So first find the x. This is the observed. This indicate O. This cell indicated by O. O stand for observed frequency. So this is observed frequency. So for O11, the expected frequency can be calculated. O12 expected frequency, O13 expected frequency, O21 expected frequency. For every observed frequency, expected frequency can be calculated. Now what is the formula for this? Expected frequency is the sum of for O11, for this observed frequency, expected frequency be for O11 be sum of this row A1 upon sum of this column B1, the A1 into B1 upon sum of this. From here you can see that sum of all these row and all these column is equal to will be same. So the expected formula for the expected frequency for O11, O12 and so on, every elements O11, the sum of row total into sum of column total upon n. So here we have defined here expected number of person belonging to Eij is equal to Ai into Bj upon n. It means the sum of ith row into sum of jth column upon sample size. So now after calculating the expected frequency, applying chi-square test, this is the first step, choose h0. Second step, calculate expected frequency, and third step, apply chi-square test as a test of usual to test of independence of attributes. And now fourth step be check degree of freedom. For RS contingency table, the degree of freedom will be different. Degree of freedom is here R minus 1, S minus 1. R is the number of row, S is the number of cells. So now if number of row be 3 and number of column be 2, so now 3 minus 1 be 2, 2 minus 1 be 1. It means degree of freedom for RS contingency 3 cross 2 be 2. So after getting Expected frequency in the cell value is calculated by using formula. The decision about the acceptance or rejection of H0 is alpha level of this. After calculating chi-square value, if calculated value of chi-square less than tabulated value, so accept H0, means null hypothesis accepted. If calculated value is greater than this, so null hypothesis is rejected. Here note, acceptance of H0 means that the two attributes are independent and there is no association between them. And rejection of H0 leads to the conclusion that H1 is true, and data support the hypothesis that there is the same relationship between the two variables. जैसा मैंने पहले ही बताया है कि इस एनालिसिस के थ्रू अब दो एट्रीब्यूट्स की डिपेंडेंसी चेक करेंगे, वेदर दे आर इंडिपेंडेंट और डिपेंडेंट. Whenever they are independent, so null hypothesis is accepted. Where they are not independent, so alternate hypothesis is accepted. So let us see the example. In an experiment of immunization of cattle from tuberculosis, TB इसको बोलते हैं, the following result were obtained. Inoculated, no inoculated, affected 12, unaffected 28, no inoculated 13, unaffected 7. Examine the effect of vaccine is controlling the independence of the disease. Means हमें ये चेक करना है कि these two attributes are independent or not. Now let us consider choose first step, null hypothesis. Here vaccine has no effect on disease. Alternative hypothesis is vaccine is effective. पहला हमने ये चूज किया है कि वैक्सीन का कोई इफेक्ट डिसीज पर नहीं है, मीन दोनों इंडिपेंडेंट हैं. दूसरा हमने चूज किया वैक्सीन इज इफेक्टिव, इसका मतलब वैक्सीन का असर डिसीज पे है, दोनों डिपेंडेंट है. वैक्सीन लगाई जाएगी तो डिसीज बीमारी ठीक होगी, वैक्सीन नहीं लगाई जाएगी तो बीमारी नहीं ठीक होगी. इसका मतलब H1 इज अल्टरनेट हाइपोथेसिस, वैक्सीन इज इफेक्टिव. H0 is vaccine has no effect on disease. Show the solution is like this. First make contingency table, R cross S contingency table. Just we have told. First step is choose null hypothesis. Second will be the make a contingency table. The sum of these two be 40, this sum be 25, this sum be 35, and this sum be 60, also this sum be 60. So now for, just we have told that now for this observed frequency 12, the expected frequency is row total 40 into column total 25, or you can say the column total minus into row total upon total samples. So now 25 into 40 upon 60. So this be approx 16 point something. So it can be 17. Because of this is the number of cattle, expected number of cattle. So it cannot be in decimals. So 10 approximated value. E28 for E28 again. This will be 35 into 40 upon 60. 35 into 40 upon 60. So after calculation it becomes 23. For E13 this will be 25 into 20 upon 60. There is no matter whether you can take first this or this. हम इसे पहले और इसे बाद में ले सकते हैं. 20 into 25 या 25 into 20, it doesn't matter because of multiplication follow commutative law. So this will be 25 into 20 upon 60. Right. E7 means now for the E7 20 into 35, or you can say 35 into 20 upon 60, it becomes 12. So now we will make computational table. This is the observed frequency which has been given, and this is the expected frequency which has been calculated now. So now find the difference of the square. 12 minus 17 means minus 5, square be 25. 28 minus 23, again this be 5, so square of this be 5, 25. 13 minus 8 is again 5, this be 25. So now this whole becomes 25. So 25 by 70, O minus observed frequency minus expected frequency whole square upon E becomes this. 25 upon 23 becomes this. 5 upon 8 becomes this. 25 upon 12 becomes this. So by the way, we will calculate this. Here you can observe that observed frequency, the total observed frequency is 60, and the sum of expected frequencies also be 60. So now the calculated value of chi square is equal to 7.768. Here the degree of freedom can be calculated because here there are 2 rows and 2 columns. Just see 1, 2, 2 columns and 2 rows. 1, 2, 2 rows. So 2 minus 1 becomes 1. So for 1 degree of freedom at 5% level, the tabulated value is 3.84 and the calculated value is 7.768. So from this discussion, you are able to explain this is greater than this. It means that this is greater than this. It means that null hypothesis is rejected. Calculated value is greater than tabulated value. Now null hypothesis is rejected. So from here, if null hypothesis is rejected, it means the alternate hypothesis is accepted. This means that vaccine is effective in controlling the disease in cattle. यहाँ से हम ये कह सकते हैं कि जो वैक्सीन है वह इफेक्टिव है डिसीज को कंट्रोल करने में। यहाँ यदि यह लेस देन कैलकुलेटेड वैल्यू लेस देन टेबुलेटेड वैल्यू होती तो ये होता कि वैक्सीन और डिसीज दोनों इंडिपेंडेंट हैं, मतलब वैक्सीन देने से डिसीज पे कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ेगा। So now let us take an assignment. Assignment is here to test the effectiveness of inoculation against the cholera. The following table are obtained. Just in previous question ये वो टीबी पे डिपेंड था और ये कॉलरा पे डिपेंड है। ये क्वेश्चन पिछले सेमेस्टर एग्जाम में आपके पूछा गया था, बिल्कुल सेम क्वेश्चन सेम डेटा के था और मैंने प्री AK2 में भी पूछा था। इस क्वेश्चन को मैंने लेक्चर के दौरान बताया भी था आपको। ये क्वेश्चन मैंने असाइनमेंट के रूप में आपको दिया हुआ है, इसे आप देखेंगे। बिल्कुल यहाँ भी आप देखेंगे तो डिग्री ऑफ फ्रीडम 2 रो 2 कॉलम के लिए 1 होगा और यहाँ आसानी से आप बहुत इजी वे में एक्सपेक्टेड फ्रीक्वेंसी 30 के लिए निकाल सकते हैं। 170 इंटू 190 अपॉन 790। 140 के लिए 170 इंटू 600 अपॉन 790। 160 के लिए 190 इंटू 620 अपॉन 790। 460 के लिए 600 इंटू 620 अपॉन 790। इस तरह से इसका यूज करके आप बहुत इजी वे में आप आसानी से चीजों को फाइंड आउट कर सकते हैं, एक्सपेक्टेड फ्रीक्वेंसी फाइंड आउट कर सकते हैं। नाउ यूज chi square टेस्ट टू डिफेंड or refute the statement inoculation prevent attack from the cholera। इसे आप सॉल्व कर लेंगे। एक बिल्कुल सेम तरह का क्वेश्चन यहाँ भी है। फ्रॉम द फॉलोइंग डाटा फाइंड आउट वेदर देयर इज एनी रिलेशनशिप बिटवीन द सेक्स एंड द प्रेफरेंस ऑफ द कलर। देयर आर 3 colors and there are 2 male and female, so number of row be 3 1 2 3, number of column be 2। so in this case the degree of freedom be 3 minus 1 in bracket 2 minus 1, it means this becomes degree of freedom be 2। so for this we can obtain again by using chi square test, we can calculate it for this 10 male नंबर ऑफ एक्सपेक्टेड बी 50 इंटू 1/10 वो सॉरी 50 इंटू 110 अपॉन 200 मुझे लग रहा है 110 गुणे 50 0 कटेगा और 11×55 55/2 आएगा। 55/2 को कैलकुलेट करेंगे तो मुझे लग रहा है कि 22, 25, 26, 27 के आसपास आएगा मेल बर्थ। इस तरह से आप इसको कैलकुलेट कर सकते हैं जहाँ तक मुझे पता है। इस तरह से काई स्क्वायर टेस्ट भी आज कंप्लीट हो गया और पूरा कंप्लीट 5th यूनिट भी यही समाप्त होता है। अब आगे अगली क्लास में हम रिवीजन एक्सरसाइज कराएंगे और आपको बताएंगे, पढ़ाएंगे।